What's going on, my friends? It's Dave Sharpe here. Welcome to another episode of Wake Up Legendary. This morning, we have a friend, a student, client here originally from Cuba. And I like, I've got my barber's from Cuba. So I think the people there from Cuba are wonderful. We are going to bring in Miss Jimenez right now to the show. Welcome, Arletis. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very excited to be here.
Good. We're excited to have you. Where are you living now? I would assume not Cuba.
No, I'm living in Canada now, in Labrador City. Well, the province is Newfoundland and Labrador, and it's minus 30 right now. It's freezing here. I
That's
don't know
ridiculous.
what is the conversion in United States because you guys use
Oh, you're Celsius. Yeah, we're Fahrenheit. Yeah, I don't know, but it's colder than I want to be near. I want to
yeah,
be near. I can't even function when the AC goes below 70 degrees. So I'm from Florida, y'all. Give me a break. So Arletis, tell us, how did you come online? How did you find Legendary Marketer?
Well, I started searching about an online business back in 2020, and I started with Amazon FBA. And I spent a lot of research because I'm the kind of person that I'm very analyzing a lot of things,
Yeah.
and I know that
Is
I
that
have to
analyzing or overthinking? I don't know.
overthink. That's a right word.
Sometimes we like to package our package things in a nice little bow. But anyways, continue.
Yeah. Overthinking. Anyway, I started my online business in Amazon, and I did my, all the application that you have to do, blah blah blah. I got in contact with the factory in China. I developed my product. I packaged it. The product was all ready to ship to Amazon. I made my payment, and then Amazon sent me an email saying that my product was restricted and that I couldn't sell that product on Amazon, and that they took it down. They took it down. So that was a
Yeah,
hard
girl,
time.
didn't you know? Didn't you know you couldn't sling no cocaine on Amazon? What's up?
That was
You really trying to buck the system? You a bad girl, golly.
falling. So, oh my God, that was very sad at the time and disappointed and little bit not depressed but disappointed of myself,
Yeah,
and that
I
puts
can understand that.
a lot of things behind my head, like I'm not good enough for this, like I can't do this, like we always put those walls in front of us, the reason why we can do something,
Right.
instead of asking ourselves why that didn't work for you you know so anyway, I got most of my money back from that experience, because I lost money, of course, in that. And then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna keep looking about other ways to make money online. And I kept saying, it was two brothers in YouTube talking about affiliate marketing, but I didn't have that much trust on them, because I felt like they were kind of like those gurus kind of thing, like they just want to get you and sign up to their programs or whatever. So I saw a lady on YouTube. Talking about affiliate marketing and talking about legendary marketer. So I
It's
said,
March 11th. It's March 11th, Charlie. Come on, get out of here.
I said,
Sorry, I got distracted. I'm easily distracted, Arletis. It's a I've got ADD. I think ADHD.
that's okay. So
So
anyway,
you're okay.
anyway,
You're on TikTok, or
yes.
did you when you shut all that down? Did you immediately go looking for something else? Did it fall in your lap? Were you on like TikTok or something scrolling? You said that you heard something from a young lady. What was her name again?
Well, it was Stacy La on YouTube.
Gotcha.
I found her on YouTube because I'm very YouTube at that time. I didn't have TikTok account. I not even had a Facebook account. Like I was like out of social media at all. So I found her on YouTube talking about legendary marketer. I look at it. I took the training. But that was like Amazon didn't work in February, and I said I have to find something else. So I found you guys the same month.
Wow.
So I took the training, and I'm happy to be here. And oh my God, it's opened so many doors for me. Like I couldn't believe it would be possible. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, really? You seem like you're getting choked up right now. Wow. What are the tears about? You know, and it's okay. You can let them out. We're not going to judge you. We've all had that. Shit, you might make us cry.
Oh my, that's okay. Oh, I forgot my Kleenex there.
I know. I wish I could hand you one. Here, I'll hand you an entire.
That's okay.
Just wipe it with your sleeve, for God's sakes. Come on. You know you put that shirt on just for the show.
That's okay. I'm good.
So tell us what, we'd like you to know. Caroline Rodriguez says have her explain. So what are the tears about, and tell us how things have changed and how, you know, this has changed your life. Talk us through a little bit of you know, what it was like and what it's like now, so we can also understand that contrast.
Yeah, so when I found you guys, you know, I went all in, and I said, I just gonna take the training because I really want to do this. So I took the blueprints, but I didn't start until June. And I did the blueprints in March. So it took me a lot of overthinking, you know, how I was going to approach social media, how I was going to do it. Like, no one is going to listen to me. Like, I'm not good enough. Like, how can I show up on the camera and people believe in what I'm doing and make them want to do it, you know? And I struggle a lot with my relationship because he didn't want me to be exposed in social media. Because we live in a small town and he's in the real estate business, you know, like everyone knows their family and their family is not like in social media at all. So it's very conservative on that side. But anyway, I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to do this. And this is what I want to do it. Like, I'm not asking you why you don't want me to do it. I'm going to ask you why I want to do it. So you can understand, you know, because sometimes, like, I was always that kind of girl that will do everything for someone else. Like, we have to go here. Arletis is here. We have to go there. Arletis is there, like supporting you, like hugging you, like always positive, because I'm not a negative person at all. I don't believe in being negative because if something happens now, I can't do anything about it because it's already done. What I have to work about is how can I make, you know, something that not happen, that doesn't happen again, you know? So I always think that way. But anyway, I woke up one day and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go on TikTok. I started making video on TikTok. He didn't knew about it. I didn't tell him. But one day, after like, I think 2 weeks, after 3 weeks later, he found out I was on TikTok. Then he saw a video and he was like, what is that? You know, I was, well, that's me, babe. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, you never talked to me about, yes, I did talk to you about it. But, you know, sometimes our family or our spouse or close relationship that we have, they want to protect us so much that they don't want us to be disappointed, or they don't want us to fail, that they want the best for you, but it's not what is best for me. You know? So we have to think about that sometime and think about the reason why you want to do it. Because when your why is strong, you become resourcefulness. And you will find the tools and the resources like anywhere, because your why is so strong. So for me, I'm a Latina. I'm from Cuba. My mom was a single mom since I was born. So she always encouraged me independent, and like, you can do it, because she always did everything by herself. And I'm very grateful that I have the husband that I have, because he is the best man, like, he take care. Now he took my kid because I'm doing this call, and now he's supporting me, because, like, I have to do this call, you take the little leave and you go on, and he does that. He supports me now. And he didn't want me to be on TikTok, but yes, now a year later, he's on TikTok making videos about cooking. Can you believe if I gave up? Like I was there, like, the day he starts scrolling on TikTok and making videos, that day when I went to bed, I was like, what would it be if I gave up on what I wanted to do a year later and find out that he wanted to do TikTok now? Like, I would have lost a whole year, for almost 2 years. Like, he's supporting me on Amazon, but he didn't want me to be in TikTok.
Yeah.
But anyway, he understood. I put my foot down and I said, this is what I want to do. The reason why I want to do, because when we deal with spouse and money, is a very touchy subject, that sometimes we want to our spouse understand why you want to do that. But sometimes we just have to shift the dialogue between our spouse, and showing him, what do you think is best for you? What do you think it will make you happy? It will make you a better person. It will make you enjoy your life even better, have that fire inside you, enjoy things together. It's the way that, like, it's just such a touchy subject. But you just have to tell them what you want, why you want to do that, and just ask them to support you. And sometimes if they don't support you, they will, maybe down the road. Because when I started, they took his permission. I'm the permission. I give me the permission to do it. So I went for it.
Right. Yeah. Damn right. I am right here with you, and I think this is one of the most powerful things I've heard in a long time. I think this is what a lot of people need to hear. I mean, how many of you can relate to what she said about being a people pleaser for your entire life, and always being almost feeling like you're living your life for everybody else, almost like you're a permanent supporting actor or actress. You're never you never get the main role in your own life, and that begins to wear on a person, I think, after a few decades. And what I heard was a woman say, "It's my time." That's what I heard. I heard a woman say, "It's my time." And I also heard such wisdom in and also such empathy and understanding and patience in you. And God, I don't see these characteristics in men. I certainly don't see them in myself a lot of times, to where when your husband was not wanting you to do it, you did it because you said, it's my time, this is my decision, and this is my adult self saying this is what's best for me. But you also didn't lash back. You didn't lash out at him and say, you don't understand, you don't support. You said, you sold him, you persuaded him. And I just want to point that out to everybody, because to be influential, if we can't persuade and influence people who are close to us, it's a perfect practice grounds. So instead of practicing fighting, why not practice persuading? And what you did was you persuaded through your actions. You said, I'm going to do this. And then you went out and you created results. And we'll put your TikTok handle up. I believe you're up to almost 100,000 followers on TikTok. I mean, so you're a rock star, and I can see exactly why. I mean, your attitude is everything. And it's so, it's just, I can't stress enough to all of you who are listening. If you want to know what is the missing piece for you, it is likely not something technical, and it's likely not even a skill set. Those are all things that you can learn, but it's that decision that you have to make, no turning back, and I'm going to do this unapologetically, meaning that I'm not going to ask for permission, and I'm not going to say, oh, I'm sorry, right? Because we are all likely at a certain place in our life to where we don't have time to, we've spent enough years arguing with ourselves, finding the courage just to do something that takes courage. Now, let alone, so we have to, I think, and what I heard with you, which was so impressive, was even when your spouse was doubtful, you knew that he wanted what was best for you, but it was just coming across as controlling. And you didn't get mad and lash out and get small. You said, I love you. I know you want what's best for me, but I'm going to be okay. Just watch. You got big. You stepped into your best self. And that doesn't sound like something that you had always done. It sounds like you have always given in to what other people want, mostly probably friends and family, and please them. And this time you didn't. And man, I just wonder if you could say more about that. How can we learn from that? What was it? Do you even know what happened? Was it just in a split second you made a decision, or could you just say more about making that decision, and instead of giving in to saying, oh, you're right, or okay, what do you want me to do, or whatever, right? Not going through. I'm just so interested in that decision that you made, and how you made it.
Well, like, like as a woman, sometimes we deal with a lot of fear, self-doubt in ourselves. Like
Right. And that's probably the reason why I can't understand it, is because I'm not a woman. And so I want to acknowledge that as well. I don't know what it's like to be in a woman's shoes, but please continue, because I want to know.
we deal with self, like no confidence. We don't have a lot of confidence in ourselves. Like we always try to do the best for others, but we put ourselves on the side. And we have, like, I learned through this, like even before I knew that I wanted to do something on my life like 2 years ago. So I started saving my own money, because I said, when I'm going to make that decision, I'm not going to ask no one to give me money, to give me a yes, to give me a permission. I'm going to do this on my own. And when the time is ready, God would tell me, like, I'm ready for this. So, anyway, like, I started learning too about loving myself. I know what is best for me, that will make my life even happier and easier, because we can't do for someone else what we don't do for ourselves. Like if you want to make your husband happy and you're going to those hunting trips or schedule rides, or going to the casino, or going to the beach and doing what they want to do, or to your brother-in-law and mothers-in-law, like whatever they want to do, you do it and you enjoy it because you see them happy. But reality is that behind that wall, you're not happy inside you, because you feel lonely in one side, because you wish you could do the same thing, but on the way that things that you like to do. Maybe it's not going to school, or maybe it's doing your, I don't know, your hair, fashion, shoes, or building your online business, or whatever you want to do. So you have to know yourself, like what you want the most, and you just go straight forward. Like,
Well, I think that, you know, a lot of us don't stop long enough to ask, what do we really want? So we don't know. We never. So what was there a time, or what made you finally stop and say, wait a second? You know what I mean? Like, I just think a lot of us live our lives and don't even stop to smell the roses, stop to ask ourselves, hey, do I love am I doing good self-care? I have kids. I could so easily, my wife and I could see how we could get so involved and enthralled and just engrossed and just totally lose our identity in our children. But I know what you mean. Even my wife likes to work and likes to have her own identity and make her own money and these kind of things. I know she can relate to this. But what you're describing, there's a moment also where you have to stop and say, hey, time out a second, and I think for a lot of us, what happens, Arletis, is we don't know how to communicate our needs. I know I struggle with this. We don't know how to articulate what you're articulating right now. Like, these are my needs, and this is how I would like you to. This is how I would feel supported, and this is what I need to do for myself. A lot of us don't stop to ask ourselves that, and then be able to communicate it. So, we end up just bottling it inside, and then just getting bitter and resentful and mad. And what I see from you is that you chose, hey, I'm not gonna drink this poison and just keep it bottled up. I'm going to identify why I'm not happy. And I'm sure, did that come after? Did you have kids? Did you have a child, you say?
His birthday is tomorrow. It's gonna be 3 years old.
Did you find after you had your child, did you go through any sort of postpartum kind of like either depression or like asking yourself, what am I going to do next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of
yeah. My wife went through that big time. And so again, something that I'm sure a lot of ladies can understand. So you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long run, but I'm so happy. Like, oh my God, I can't describe how many things, how many doors it's been open for me. Like, it's worth it. Like, I mean, like, you know what? Like, when you do something in your life, like that you really love and you like, even if you fail, I don't take that as a failure, because I got to do it. I did what I want. I did what I wanted to do. It didn't work. Well, I'm going to find something else that is going to work.
Yeah.
Because it's all about why you want to do it. Like, why? Yeah. It's not about the money. It's not about have your bank full of money. Like, because behind all this, anyone that is in this industry is because of something else, a transformation that they're going to have in their life. Like, for some people is have control of their time, so that they can spend more time with their kids. That there is most of our audience is our moms, women, and that's what they want, for some people is have control of their life, their freedom, some money, but it's not about the money. It's about something else. For some women, it's feeling empowered, feeling independent. Because down at Cuba, I was studying as a doctor. I was going to become a doctor in Cuba. And then I stopped my career because then I met my husband, and it was a lot of back and forth. And then in Cuba at that time, it was harder for me if I finished my career to leave my country because of the restrictions they have or whatever. So I decided to quit my career to come here in Canada. And then I came here into Canada, and my English wasn't the best. So I got a lot of self-doubt, about insecurity about my language. So I didn't decide to go down that road to become a doctor.
We just had somebody yesterday who said the same thing, and I forget where she was from, but same thing, insecurity about her accent. And it was just the most similar to yours, a beautiful sound and a beautiful accent. But yet she grew up feeling insecure, and you, of course, moving to Canada, describing you feeling insecure, and that probably contributing to you, just staying kind of quiet, I would assume, right?
Like behind the scenes, like no one can see you, like only your
Right.
husband knows how you talk or whatever. But
Right. And I think for a lot of us, people who are Americans, myself, it's difficult. It's difficult to understand that. It's difficult to, I've got my own challenges and things I've had to overcome. But I've got a barber who's Cuban. That's why I'm a fan of Cuban people. This guy is unbelievable, and he's came from Cuba and has worked his ass off to get to where he's at, which is, basically he's got his own place, he's got his own car, he's works in a salon, and he's got the most clients, and he's probably going to have his own business soon.
nice.
But his story, and he's getting his citizenship. I think he got it last week, actually. But man, tough roads, and but back to you, you were tired of being quiet and tired of that. Self-love, I think, was a big thing too, because I think that ties into this, doesn't it? Learning to love yourself for who you are, the way you look, the way you sound.
Exactly. Like now I don't care. I really don't care what anyone says about if my TikTok is good, if it's not good, if my grandma, my mother-in-law said my TikTok, what they think. I don't really give a about that.
Rat's ass.
Yes, I don't care. I don't care. And even if I get, let's say, like bad um message across or whatever, like I don't really care about that. It doesn't affect me, because when you love yourself and you decide what you're going to do in your life, and your why is so strong that you become resourcefulness, you don't give a shit about what anyone says. Like you
I
just go
agree.
straight forward and start like learning and put in practice what you learn, because it's not only learn and learn and learn. Like I struggle with that too, because I want to capture so much information, then I'm not implementing them.
Mm,
That is something that you have to learn about it, because most of us always make an excuse. Oh, this didn't work because of this. This
mm.
didn't work because of that. And it's not really the answer. The answer is why that didn't work. No blame it at Tony. Don't blame it at the training. No blame it at the program. No blame it at the course. You did. Blame it at you. Why it didn't work for you? And find something else and twist it around, because everyone will have the same success and not everyone has the same experiences. For some people, it will take longer than others to achieve what they really want.
Yeah.
So we just have to think about that sometimes.
Well, I mean, your story is so inspiring, and your attitude is just one that I wish I could scoop a little bit for everybody out, and just give them a little, just shoot them up with it. You know what I mean? I mean, because that taking ownership and taking control of your life, I mean, is really, if we boil down to a simple sentence to describe what you did, that would be what I would choose. You took control of your life. And when you think about it, you're either in control of your life or somebody else is in control of your life. And so you can go through each area of your life and say, am I in control of this? Is somebody else in control of it? And, I think a lot of you might be surprised by how little in control of your life you are. That's a scary thing. Look at the people over in Ukraine, by the way, praying thoughts and prayers for them and all of their friends and family. But look at those people. I mean, you know, yeah, it's yeah, it's
It's indescribable.
huh?
It's undescribable what is happening there now. Like
Yeah, yeah, it really is. But yeah, I just lost my train of thought thinking about them. I was talking about something with you. Oh, having control over your life, I think is
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
saying something about.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy about what's going on in the world right now. And I think, for me, I'm proud to be an American, but I also, and I've had definitely a tough life. I think that a lot of it's been because of my own choices, dealing with addiction and some homelessness and just, you know, kind of life on the streets for about 10 years. But some of these countries in like Cuba and Russia, these fucking places are unbelievable to live in. I mean, it's just it we somebody like me who was born and raised in America just has no idea what it's like. And so, that's just a special shout out to all of you who are, overcoming additional odds coming from other countries or overcoming language barriers. I can't tell you, Arletis, how many people I've had on the show who have said that same thing about an accent. And every single person, of course, we have a supportive community, but they're like, oh, your accent's beautiful. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what others say until you start to
It's
believe
how
it
you
yourself. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You have to believe it yourself. And there's a moment in which, and that's why I say always be in touch with the pain. We are always so quick to want to try to get rid of pain. It's just human nature, and we will act fast. We will run to the store to get a six pack, or run to wherever we're going to try to numb our pain. Jump on social media, go shopping, go have whatever it is. But I'll tell you what, being in touch with your pain, being in touch with the pain. What is my why? Why is pain. My why is pain. And that's
yes.
what people don't understand about your why. People say, get in touch with your why. Well, okay, what is my why? I don't know what my why is.
Yeah.
Well, get what hurts. What do you want? What is painful in your life? And if you say nothing, then you're probably living your life in a fog. You probably living your life in a fog. And we probably can't help you. But if you're aware, you know what, shit, there is some pain that I've been avoiding I've known it's there, but I bury it. I push it, and you described it perfectly. I'm tired of not being in control of my life. I'm tired of not feeling the self-esteem that I need as an independent woman working and being productive. I'm tired of not having an identity outside being a wife and a mom. I'm tired of not, what hurts? Where's the pain? And stay in touch with that pain. Get crystal clear on what hurts bad that you want to stop, that you're tired of. Hey, it's almost like, okay, this wound's been here for 10 years. I think I'm going to take care of it now, and I'm going to take care of that wound of my self-care, my self-love, so I can get ready to go out and pursue this journey that I have no idea what's going to happen, but I know that it's what I want to do,
Yeah.
so
It's
I can
calling.
be in control of my life.
Yeah. It's calling you. That's what you want. That's your desire. Just guys, just stop for asking permissions, please. Stop asking for permissions, because permission, when you ask with permission, that will lead to unhappiness. That will lead to don't be yourself. That will lead to not be the person who you really are, because you're being the person you think is the right person to be around the world, but it's not who you really want to be. And each one of us has a talent. Each one of us has a talent that we have to share with the world. And if you're willing, because people connect with us with our stories. They not connect with us because I make that much money and look at my bank account, or I'm the beach now getting suntan. People don't relate to that. People relate, what was your transformation?
Yeah.
Who was you before and who you became?
Right.
Why? Who was that tool or that resource that you use that maybe can help me as well? Because my
Yeah.
story just resonate with your story. That's the reason why people buy things. It's not
Yeah.
because I'm going to make that much and that much. It's always about the transformation deep into it. Because
That's so true.
I changed my whole email list now, and my first email list is all about talking about who I am, but I'm not talking about I'm from Cuba and blah blah blah. I talk about a little bit about that, but more about who I was before I started my journey in online business.
Who
You
you
know,
were when you were asking for permission, who you were before, and what a powerful thing to describe, because anybody can relate to that, because it has nothing to do with your external circumstances. Here you are in a nice marriage with a child that you love, a husband that you love, sitting in a nice safe home. You're probably not wanting for any meals or anything. You guys have money in the bank. You may be even independently wealthy. We don't know. It doesn't matter. But you're sitting here with feelings of unhappiness and feelings of unfulfillment, and you're depressed, and now you've made that transformation to from that to tears in your eyes, tears of joy, tears of pride, tears of self-esteem. And you're absolutely right. What you just laid out, nobody cares about how much money you've made. I mean, we assume you've made some money because you're on the show, and that's usually how we invite. We want to try to invite people who are making money and making moves and doing things. But what we're so impressed with and inspired by, you're right, is your transformation. You nailed that. You said that so perfectly. I don't think I've ever heard that said so clearly and so perfectly about what is actually the attractor factor when you're doing personal branding style marketing on the internet. And that personal attractor factor, you're absolutely right, is the transformation.
yeah, yeah.
That's really, really very clear and very true, man. That Arletis, that's a big thing. So you're selling that transformation. You're talking about vulnerably in your emails, on your TikToks, in your videos. You're talking about the feelings of how you felt, not particularly the scenario, because all of our situations might be a little bit different, but you're talking about how you felt, and that's something everybody can relate to. And well, it's no wonder why, you're resonating so much. You've got almost 100,000 followers on TikTok. You're clearly building an email list, making commissions. I mean, and you've got the added benefit that you've added all this self-esteem, and you've added this newfound powerful, you've sort of given your identity an uplift, a facelift, an upgrade. You say, hey, I'm being the best version of myself. And I'll tell you, it looks good on you. It looks good on you to sit here and hear you talk so powerfully versus, I could imagine, maybe interviewing you and your husband, and he's sitting there, and maybe you're kind of sitting towards the back and not saying much. But for you to have your own spotlight here, it really looks good on you. And so, like I said, you should be proud of yourself. Your voice and your message and the things that you have to say are powerful and true. And so, I just want to encourage you to keep doing the same, exactly what you're doing. Up, the kiddos are back. We're we're wrapping up just right on time. Okay. So thank you, Arletis, for your time. Really, really, it was a pleasure. And
Thank you
we
so
are
much
all
for the show.
so happy and proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself, and come back soon. Okay. Keep us posted.
Yes, I will. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
See ya. Bye bye. All right, my friends, that is a wrap. What a powerful, powerful episode. You can follow Arletis over on TikTok at Arletis Jimenez. That's Arletis Jimenez, Arletis Jimenez. You can find her on TikTok. And wow, you know what? For me, just listening to her message each day and kind of what she's saying would probably be a lesson in mindset and probably some really good mindset vitamins for you if you want to get some of those each morning. But anyways, with that being said, it's a wrap for this week. Okay. Ending here on, the week, Friday, March 11th, and halfway through March, almost the first quarter of 2022. And we're growing, our community's growing, and we're just so thrilled and proud to continue to keep doing what we're doing and not changing anything, because look at all the success that's coming out of Legendary Marketer. It's just incredible. And thank you to all of you who come on the show and make it what it is. You're willing to come back, show off your success, talk to us about what you're doing, and it really, really makes a huge difference. So get out of here, my friend. Be legendary. We'll see you back here on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern.